Evicting a tenant can seem like a complicated undertaking, but in this video, we'll quickly explain eviction laws in Tennessee and how to recover your property in 4 simple steps. First, what is an eviction? Eviction is the process of legally removing a tenant. It's illegal for a landlord to change locks or physically remove a tenant themselves. So, if the renter refuses to leave after violating their lease, you must seek an eviction from the court. The process for simply terminating a lease differs from that of an eviction. Lease terminations require proper notice from the landlord or tenant, and state requirements can be found on our website. Legal reasons for eviction in Tennessee. A landlord only has grounds to evict a tenant for reasons allowable in the state. The first step in the eviction process is to give the lessee one of the following notices. Non-payment of rent. If the tenant is late on rent, you can serve a 3-day notice to pay or quit. This gives them 3 days to pay the rent in full, along with any penalties, or vacate the property. Non-compliance. If the tenant violates their lease, a non-compliance notice gives them 30 days to either comply with the lease or vacate the property. Illegal behavior. If the tenant engages in illegal behavior, you can choose to serve a 3-day notice to quit, which requires the tenants to vacate in 3 days with no chance to cure. Drug violations or prostitution. If the tenant engages in these specific activities, you can require the tenant to leave immediately with no chance to cure. Rent grace period. In Tennessee, there is no rent grace period. Rent is due on the due date. An eviction notice can be served if the rent is only 1 day late. 4 steps to legally evicting a tenant in Tennessee. Serve the notice to quit. Choose the form you need and download or fill it out on eForms.com. Post it on the tenant's door and also send it via certified mail with a return receipt requested via USPS. You must wait for the specified number of days allowed by the state before taking further action. File eviction papers with the court. If the tenant hasn't fixed the issue and remains on the property, you can proceed to the General Sessions Court where the property is located. You'll need to file a detainer warrant. Serve the complaint. After the filing, the landlord will need to serve the tenant with the information about the case filed against them. This can be done using the local sheriff. Attend a hearing. A hearing will be scheduled at least 6 days from the day the tenant was served. If the tenant doesn't attend or if the judge rules in your favor, a writ of possession will be issued which orders them to vacate. The writ will also allow the sheriff to remove the tenant and their possessions should they fail to vacate after the judgment. Damages. Often, the tenant's security deposit does not cover total losses. If damages are not awarded at the hearing, you may be able to recover past due rent and court fees through small claims court. Now you can get eviction proceedings started. Get eviction forms, court documents, and all other information you need at the link below for free.